Straight?
Yeah, we're straight. We're good.
I I honestly don't know what episode this is. I lost count. Okay.
17?
17?
I want to say 17. 17 feels right.
17 feels right. Listen, if it's 18, then, it don't matter. Y'all know we don't. It's all good.
If it's 18, I'm naming it 17 part 2. So I'm right.
No cap. But welcome back to the TheSnDPodcast episode, whatever the episode is. We are them, and I don't know. We are them. Them are us.
They are us. We are them. They are us.
But yeah, it's been a minute, as you guys know, since we posted, the last podcast. It's been life. We've been living. You feel what I'm saying? How y'all been though? Y'all been straight? Hopefully y'all are healthy. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everything's good with the fam, friends, health and wellness, all 2023.
You eat today?
If you better be eating now.
Right.
Eat while you watch.
You see this water? 8 cups.
Drink.
A day.
Easy.
Need it. Hydrate or dehydrate.
For real. But, we're not going to waste nobody's time. We can get straight into it. We saw Ant-Man last week.
We did see Ant-Man last week. That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Nah, we jumping straight into it. Straight into the mix. We saw Ant-Man last week, and, I'll go ahead and lead off and say I'm not the biggest Ant-Man fan at all. If anything,
I don't think Ant-Man fans exist.
They do. It's crazy. There's people I work with that, are fans of Ant-Man.
That's a L.
Like
comic book Ant-Man or the movies?
I don't know. I'm guessing comic book probably because they're
must
comic book
be,
heavy.
bro. But even still, I'm saying, bro, if the first time you saw Ant-Man was in the movies and you an Ant-Man fan, that's a L. I don't know what to say to you, bro.
You just don't like movies.
Literally, you like bad characters. It's okay.
But not going into the movie, my expectations were already rock bottom as far as what Ant-Man would provide to I do know in the past his character is integral in the MCU story block, I guess you could say. He outlines a lot of integral moments within this whole multiverse and all that stuff going on. Yeah. And I always thought the way the MCU handled it was cool. But I will, we'll talk about it, but I'll go on record right now saying that movie was midder than mid. And shout out Kang, bro.
Nah, that nigga, bro. The more I've sat with it, because when we came out of the movie, I was like, that's a 5, a 6.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 4, 3.5.
See, it stays my same rating. I think I gave it a 5. But it's I think I want to give it a little bit higher because Kang's performance, all I've been thinking about is these, and I ain't gonna cuss. If I did, I apologize. They are effed.
Oh, yeah.
The only person that can beat Kang is Kang.
It's Kang.
And I can't wait because I'm convinced. I'm convinced on him. He got me. He got him. He got me.
Listen, I saw the movie for Kang.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, if they did not show Kang in the trailer, I would not have been in that theater. I don't care what. First of all,
sad.
Respectfully, why am I watching the Ant-Man movie?
So dumb.
I don't give a fuck about his daughter and his failed relationship. I don't give a fuck about his wife. Matter of fact, I'd rather see a movie about his wife than him.
For real.
This nigga started it like it was a fucking rom-com, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So lame. What is this, Hallmark?
Bro, literally, I was like, you ain't got no respect from your wife. You ain't got no respect from your daughter.
From your job. Baskin Robbins got rid of your ass, bro.
Robbins the fucking, you see the same coffee man every day. He don't even know your name, right, bro. That's crazy.
Called him Spider-Man. Tough.
Right. Then my favorite part at the end of the movie, too, is when he says, oh, you're the other one, Ant-Man. And he makes him pay for the coffee. I was like, that's crazy.
See, I think that was, fairly decent writing because that's kind of Ant-Man's reception. It's just who are you? So the movie does a good job playing on that, but at the same time, the movie suffers from having such a serious arc as Kang and trying to integrate cheesy comedy with it. There's one thing having comedic relief every now and then, and it's Ant-Man, so you're not gonna get a super serious movie. But the way that they did the comedy was just so unbearable for me, bro.
Well, yeah, he's not funny, bro.
It's just, oh my gosh.
The funny part of the movie is that he's incompetent. That's what's supposed to be funny, and I'm just like, okay,
Cassie,
literally,
I'm coming. I'm like, bro, I'm about to walk out this
bro. When he tried to get serious, bro, I was like, don't touch my daughter. Aight, bro.
Now I will say some of the shots in the movie were really cool. When they go down in the quantum realm, he was in the realm of possibility or whatever it was, and I thought that was really dope. And I kind of wish they would have explored that area a little bit more, just had a little bit more somehow, some way. But I don't know, the whole spoilers. Y'all better watch the movie.
Actually, you don't
talking about it.
Actually, we're doing you a favor by explaining the movie, so you don't have to watch it.
Yeah, catch new rock stars. Y'all know. Anyway. The whole building him up and all that, it was cheesy, but it was cool. I don't know. I mean, I'm here to talk about Kane, though, man. Fuck the name, man.
Yeah. I get it, but I don't. He's just not a cool character to me, bro. Like, and I think that the problem that they're running into is the thing with the PIM particles, because they are an integral part of the story, but the character is not interesting.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I don't think it's a surprise that I don't read Ant-Man comics. I have better things to do with my life. But like,
reading Ant-Man comics,
that's crazy, bro. Especially because fucking his helmet. I will say the one thing the MCU did is make his helmet better.
Mm-hmm.
His helmet in the comics from the old ones I've seen, that is tough.
It's rough.
That is goofy as fuck, man.
It's tough. It's rough. That's tough. For y'all listening, I'm not big on comics. You listen, or fuck, you read comics.
Occasionally.
I'm not big on them. So if you're listening to this expecting like this full deep dive MCU review, go ahead and click out, because we're not here for that. You know what I'm saying? We just homies talking about the movie. So come listen. I ain't here for all that. Well, if you read if you read chapter 8, I'm like, bro, like, get out of here,
bro. Fuck. I'm not reading an Ant-Man comic. Why would I do that to myself? Mm-mm. Literally, there's much. I'd rather read fucking a Barbie coloring book than an Ant-Man comic. Reading the color. Like, it's not happening, bro. Like, for what? The characters is not interesting. But yeah, I think one thing I do really love about the movie is the VFX.
Yeah.
It kind of like the Quantum Realm. It kind of gave like that Star Wars vibe, which I forget it's been so long since I've seen the fucking movies. But I like Star Wars, but I'm not a Star Wars nerd, bro. But like, I think it's Tatooine where they have like the dive bar and they have all the different types of aliens like hanging out. It's like where bounty hunters hang out. That's what the bar that they went to with Wasp's mother gave me the vibe of.
Michelle Pfeiffer, I don't know what her name in the movie is.
But yeah, also
great actress.
She's better character than Ant-Man. That's crazy. And the juxtaposition too at the beginning where it's like, oh yeah, I like go to the coffee shop and like get a donut and some coffee and also read my book to children. Meanwhile, she's using PIM particles to solve world hunger, fucking advanced technology beyond our known means, and also his daughter is even smarter than him because his daughter made a satellite to the quantum realm. Yeah,
it's her fault that they went down in that bit.
Yeah, which I was mad as fuck. I was like, "You dumb."
Right, like I saw that in the trailer, and I thought that was too much of a cop out for them to get into the quantum realm. Like, I had to omit the fact that she messed up for them to get down there, because I was like, that's just so, I don't know. It's like skipping a plot point for me. Yeah, it's like lazy almost.
Yeah, because I was. It's kind of hard because, like, how are they going to get there? Clearly, they're not going to go there on purpose. Well, I mean, actually, they could have gone there on purpose.
I feel like there's a way that they could have.
Yeah, they just wouldn't. Just
set
the
it up somehow.
Grandmother wouldn't have gone.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
Like, she could have came back and been like, yo, Kang, like, we need to do something about this. I don't know how, I don't know what. And then, I don't know, something. Instead of just her, like, sending a signal on accident. Or, maybe even because they had that in the trailer, it kind of, like, them getting down to the quantum realm is, like, a huge plot point of the movie. So getting that part in the trailer, I guess, by the time I got to the full movie, it was just, I didn't really care about that whole part. But
yeah, I mean, I didn't. And one of the things that I was expecting was, like, how in a movie where they'll have like the character that's growing up or whatever try the thing a bunch of times and then never get it. I was kind of mad when we got out of the movie that she never learned how to do the fucking punch. Right. Like, she got big, but she was fucking up the punch the whole movie, and I was just like, bro, like, we just never gonna get this down, punch. Bro. Like,
just click, punch, click. Like, I could have done this shit. Give me the
literally, bro. She ain't got no beat. She ain't got no rhythm. That's a topic for another time. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, you already know what time it is with that.
That's tough. But Kang,
Jonathan Majors. Listen, these black people getting their flowers, bro. We gave all of us flowers in Wakanda forever. Like, it's his time.
No, literally. This was his movie, bro.
Yes, for sure.
I promise you, if they didn't introduce him in the movie when they did, I might have gone home.
And what I hate is it's almost like the same with Doctor Strange movie. Like, that was Wanda's movie. I don't care about America Chavez and Doctor Strange, even though I like Doctor Strange as a character. I just didn't like that movie. But that was Wanda's movie.
Literally.
It was marketed as Doctor Strange. This was Kang's movie marketed as Ant-Man. Period.
I mean, yeah, but I think the problem is, like, if they name the movie after Kang the Conqueror,
you can't do that. You can't.
Yeah,
you can't do that. Fuck. I'm just saying, like, going into the movie,
respectfully, like, Ant-Man came in there, that niggas would be like, why the fuck is Ant-Man?
Of all people, that's what, like, made it so unconvincing. Y'all sent
Ant-Man.
Like, that fight at the end, I'm sitting here watching, like once Kang really was like, all right, I'll box with you, my nigga. Like, I'm fighting Killmonger in the other movie. Funny.
as fuck, bro.
Like, I'm sitting here like Ant-Man is not squaring up with Kang.
And he did it, bro.
Exactly.
He got his ass whooped, bro. Had to get his girl to come save him. I'm like, that's crazy, bro.
That shit was so lame,
no wonder
bro.
she don't respect you, man.
Right.
You can't even stay behind correctly, bro.
Don't even expect.
You can't even take one for the team the right way, bro. Like, that's crazy.
It's so dumb, man. But nah, Jonathan Majors Kang, he gave probably one of the more convincing performances I've seen in the MCU. He's just an all-around great actor, which is dope to see because, like, you know, I can parallel him with, I don't know, if you compare him to, like, Michael B. Jordan with Killmonger and stuff like that, and, you know, like, black actor that's in the MCU and trying to, like, bro, get Killmonger up out of here, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
He does not, from an acting tip, he does not come close to Kang, bro. Not even a little bit.
You're right. I don't know why you guys are always chirping Michael B. Jordan. I don't think he's that bad of an
You
actor.
did it. Whoa. We were in the, listen, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all the story. We were in the theater, right? The first thing he says after the movie was how trash Michael B. Jordan was.
When did I say that?
When we were outside. We walked outside. We were talking with Danny. We were walking out the theater.
That must have been Danny who said he was trash.
That's cap, bro. That's cap.
That's just not true.
That's cap. I'm telling you, it's cap.
Michael B. Jordan is one of my favorite actors.
Well, man, I guess you didn't say that, but that's
I'm telling you, that's not something I said.
One of your favorite actors?
I mean, yeah.
I respect it, you know.
Like, I think he's a decent actor.
I think he's not a good actor.
Amazing, but I think also, I don't know, I think he plays the parts that he's given well, but I also don't think he's, because, like, when I think people of, like, think of people as, like, amazing actors, I think they can be multiple different characters easily and, like, seamlessly and, like, fit into that. I feel like Michael B. Jordan cannot do that.
Oh, whew, I thought you were about to say he can.
But I feel like the characters that they give him to play, he plays well. But I feel like they only give him characters they think he can play. I don't think they ever give him anything that's, like, outside of his comfort zone.
I don't even think he was a good Killmonger, personally. I didn't like him as Killmonger at all. That's just me personally.
It might also be like
Fruitvale Station was amazing though. I like him in Creed. A lot of his other roles, I see him and it's just like, it's Michael B. Jordan. He doesn't embody the role that he's playing to where I associate you in that character. Like anything Chadwick has played, rest in peace Chadwick Boseman, I like see him as that character.
Yeah.
Like that cop movie that he had in 2019, I forget the name of it. But Jackie Robinson, James Brown, and of course T'Challa, like I just see him as those roles. Like,
yeah.
And I don't know. Something about Michael B. Jordan that doesn't really have that like stick effect.
I mean, for me, Michael B. Jordan, I'll also preface this by saying, like, I've only seen the Creed movies and Black Panther, so I haven't seen other stuff that he's done for real. And I'll admit that with Killmonger, it might be Killmonger bias because I just like the character of Killmonger.
I want to look like the nigga, bro. Stop.
I don't want to look like.
You want to be Killmonger, bro. This man's going to be the real life Killmonger, bro. Give it next year. He's going to be the real life Killmonger. That's the thing.
People when the movie came out, people kept saying I look like Killmonger, and I was like, I mean, I guess, bro. Like, I don't fucking know.
A black dude with dreads. Killmonger.
I was like, all right, bro. But no, there's other black people saying this to me. I'm like, okay, man, sure, bro. But yeah, like, I just like the character of Killmonger is what interests me more than I guess Michael B. Jordan's portrayal of him. And then I also like the Creed movies. So I could definitely see, like, thinking of it from an objective standpoint, like I said, he's a decent actor. He's just one of my favorites because I like the characters he's played, not necessarily I like his acting potential. But, like, it's different than, like you said, Chadwick, or even, like, Robert Downey Jr. I love Robert Downey Jr. I'll watch pretty much anything he's in because I think he's a great actor and can become the character real. I haven't seen any movies with Leo in it.
Whoa. You know?
I don't watch movies, though. We've been over this. Like,
that's fair. I feel like I've seen a lot of the big hitters, though, with, like, Leo and other actors. But anyway, we're drifting back. And this isn't even a shit on Michael B. Jordan. I just had to throw that out. Shout out to him because he's doing his thing. And I can't wait to see Creed 3. Like, I cannot wait to see that fucking movie.
I can't wait to see Creed 3. I can't wait for him to stop crying about Lori Harvey because I'm really tired of that. It's not a good look, bro.
It's not a good look. But back to Jonathan Majors and Kang. Like, I'm so excited for this phase of the MCU just because, like how the previous phase was rooted I guess it was the last 2 phases, the Thanos phase.
Leading up to Thanos, yeah.
Yeah, like now that we have Kang, it's like I don't know. Big black pause.
All right, that's how we started. That's how we coming.
A big role with the black lead in the MCU. Super fire.
No,
and the fate of the MCU is in the palm of his hands. He'll end this whole shit.
Nah, for real. He going in this whole shit. I mean, like Phase 5, I was always really excited for, just because I don't want to spoil it. But what they're going towards is that's the event that I started reading comics in. I think it's second Secret Wars. But yeah, that's when I started reading the comics and stuff like that. So very near and dear to me. A lot of fucking character collabs I like. A lot of different versions of characters I like. So when they started introducing the multiverse, I was just already very excited. And yeah, like I said, Kang's just crazy. Like literally, he carried this movie. Without him in this movie would have been a 2. Like
it maybe have been a 0. No cap.
Yeah, like, but he just does such a great job of playing the character. Like I felt like I empathized with him so much, even though he was doing the wrong thing. I mean,
it's reference.
Yeah, it's reference points. Yeah, because I mean, even still, like, I mean, the movie's supposed to make you feel like he's doing the wrong thing, but they even had that moment where fucking Ant-Man was having an internal monologue. They were like, "We saved everyone, didn't we?"
Right.
Because like he was saying, like, yeah, basically, I'm the only one that can stop the other me's. So if you fuck me up, like, there's nobody else that can stop them for real.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, I always have a tendency to empathize with the antagonist. I don't know why. I just feel like I do know why. I just feel like a lot of when I was getting into comic books and like media in general, a lot of early media is like the antagonist is always the more interesting character because you know the protagonist is gonna win,
right?
And then also they give them all the power ups, power sets, whatever the fuck. So it's like the antagonists and their goals and what they can achieve, even though inevitably they're going to lose most of the time, is always interesting to me. But I just think he did a great job of playing the character and making it feel relatable and making you feel for him, like
making it feel real.
Literally,
like just his presence on the screen was just intimidating. You know what I mean? Like everything that his character was supposed to give off, it gave off. When I'm just watching it, like I'm seeing him on the screen, and it's like, even if y'all say the wrong word to him, he might.
Oh, he might can't fuck with him, bro.
Exactly.
Like he's too cold with it type shit. Like literally, just the finger waves, like this shit right here, bro. That is crazy as fuck.
I'm saying, and I was so happy. I was like, yes, please swat them niggas. Like, what are they gonna do?
Literally,
oh my god,
on my way. What is you doing right now? Respectfully. That's why honestly, the ending, like I knew they had to beat him. But the fucking robotic ant civilization cop out was so fucking annoying to me, bro.
Yeah, I like the whole arc of the ants' development. I thought that was cool.
I think
for them to beat, or for them to be like the catalyst behind them winning, I just couldn't get behind them.
Like I thought it was a funny like B plot with the grandpa and his little hands, bro. I was like, all right, bro, like I'm fucking with you more than Ant-Man.
Yeah,
and he the real Ant-Man, but. When they came over and just swarmed him, I'm just like, bro, like, I mean, like, yeah, of course he can't really like 1v1,000,000, but like that's just, I don't know. Like I said, it felt like a cop out, especially because they did such a good job of like building up the character and showcasing just how truly powerful he was. Like literally nobody could fuck with him,
and nobody will.
No, literally.
You read the comics. You already mentioned Secret Wars, so you kind of know where they're gonna go. I only am interested in the movies personally. So I'm very green when it comes to Kang. So that was literally my first introduction to Kang. Sucks that came from Ant-Man, but Lord, I'm ready.
I mean, I will say Disney/Marvel very smart.
Yeah,
they know how to sell tickets to a movie.
And I will say his agents are smart because this man had nothing but movies for like the past 6 months, bro. Like this man just got a line of movies coming out.
It's a good play.
He's him, bro. He's him in real life and in the MCU, bro.
Not really. He going for that. What's it called? The Golden Globe or whatever the fuck.
Oh, where you get all like the whole rundown of awards and shit. Yeah. He deserves it so far, shit. And I know he's gonna be amazing in Creed too. So Well, Creed 3, but Creed as well.
Yeah. No, I think another interesting part was like, I don't know, similar to how like when we saw Black Panther, and it was the recast of T'Challa shit going weird on Twitter. There was a lot of shit on Twitter, like, and it's strange because just one of the artists I follow mentioned it. He was like, he like reposted it with some sarcasm, but niggas were mad the way MODOK looked, and I'm like,
I seen stuff.
And I'm like, have y'all niggas seen MODOK, bro? Like, what you mean? Why you mad because he don't have the bowl cut? Like, bro, the nigga's supposed to be ugly and creepy looking. Like,
I thought he was a good comedic relief to the story. That's the comedic relief that I wanted.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you know that he can be strong, but it's also like he's adding a little bit of lightheartedness to the story, not the whole Ant-Man lame ass shit. That's all I can call it.
Yeah, that nigga is a lame for real.
I love MODOK's performance in the movie.
No, I think he did a great job. I think he did better than Ant-Man. But a lot of people were just mad with the direction they took and how he looked. And I'm like, one, MODOK is ugly in the comics. Two, like, I mean, like, he's ugly. He looks like deformed. That's the point. So like, I don't understand what people are fucking mad about. And I mean, you also have to take into account with the MCU, they laid a lot of groundwork. So having to introduce characters randomly is like very difficult for you to get the audience to care about them if they don't if they haven't seen the comics. So they're going to have to do things like that where they take like Wasp and make him into MODOK, like just so people have that like background to put onto the character, so they already know more about the character.
Right.
Because if you're introducing new, because I mean all the movies have new characters, but if you're but like say if they were introducing MODOK as well as a brand new character, it would have taken away from Kang's thing. And it's like, well, who's this weirdo in the back that just came from nowhere? Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
Especially if they're going to appear in other things. But I mean, also he had one of the funniest parts in the movie to me, where he was like, "At least I died in Avengers." I was like, bro.
Oh yeah, that was great. I think that was the part, even though it came towards the end, that was the part that sold me on his performance, because I was like, it just aligns with, I don't know, it was just good writing in that portion, because I'm sitting here like, everybody, it's like breaking the fifth wall, because all the audience and everybody in the movie was like, yeah,
sure, yeah.
It was like, you're dying, so we'll give it. I love that part.
No, in the fucking when Cassie's doing the fucking talk no juice. Yeah, fuck, you don't know that. But from Naruto, he has the gimmick where he talks all the fucking villains down. Cassie ends up doing that one. He basically, like, in Naruto, there's a habit where they call it talk no jutsu, where like most of the villains he ends up convincing to like stop fighting or be on his side type shit. So that's what they call, or instead of like beating them physically, he ends up just talking them down. So she fucking did that with fucking MODOK, and he's like, just stop being a dick.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm like, that's a good play. I like that.
That's fire.
But no, I also love his design. The fucking CGI with him was like, that shit made me want to get in Blender again, bro. When I saw him first come out with the mask down, I was like, oh shit, this is some horror shit, bro. I always love some great CGI. I think we talked about it before, like how CGI in movies is a strange place nowadays, just because like it feels real, so it makes it less impressive. But I don't know, things like that, I guess, I don't know, still always scratch that itch for me, where I just like, it makes me want to create because I see someone creating something so like dope and cool, even if it is.
And when trying to capture the quantum realm, I think they did a good job with the CGI, in a sense of just letting your imagination think about what that would look like, what that realm will look like. Because I was, thinking about out at the end of the movie, there's all this space exploration and shit, but it's like we don't even know what's right in front of us.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Like, that's so interesting to me.
I mean, yeah, because people even talk about like, oh, we've explored, like, I think there's some statistics about we explored more space than we have the ocean or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm which is insane.
I hate that.
But
I hate that so much.
Think about that. We've explored more of the ocean than we have like our own like on land that we actually like.
Right.
Like, that's just fucking crazy to me, bro.
Because if you get a fucking, what's the shit called?
Microscope.
It was fading from my head. But you get a microscope and look at just like a freaking petri dish, and you see all the bacteria that's moving and how they look like up close, they look like normal bugs and stuff, but they're like microscopic. And if you think that under a microscope, under another microscope. Like it's, I don't know, it gets deep.
Because even when you get to like,
they did a good job, kind of imagining more or less what that realm would look like.
Yeah. And they just had a whole bunch of interesting shit in it. That's what I love. Like that's one of the reasons I love Star Wars is just because like I don't know, they just have like a lot of creative, interesting shit in it that like you wouldn't think of. And since they expand the possibilities with things like the quantum realm, with things like space, they can really just go like fucking rampant. Whatever they could take their fucking 2-year-old kid's drawing and make that into a fucking character that's just so fucking dope to me, exploring that potential.
Yeah, and it didn't look like a human interpretation of what the quantum realm or what, like you said with Star Wars, like it doesn't look like what our human brains would comprehend as those places looking like.
Yeah.
So it lets your imagination just kind of like go crazy with what it could look like. Like nothing in the quantum realm in the movie made me think of Earth.
No.
You know, I think it was the first part when they were in like the forest type place where I was like, that kind of can look familiar, but nothing else I familiarized with real life. But the shit on Avatar a little bit more. I saw the trailer. It just looks too real. So it's just like, bro, like it looks good, but there's no creativeness into it.
Yeah,
I mean,
no
it's creative.
creativity.
Like that's great CGI. Like they did that. I'm not gonna knock that part. But as far as imagination and that form of creativity, I feel like it's just not intriguing.
I feel like having good CGI is not creative. That's good execution.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
But yeah, I don't know if Chirpin Avatar is gonna become like Chirpin Big Sean, but I mean,
it will.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
It definitely
that movie was so fucking overhyped, bro. I think the funniest part is that they were like, oh, like I forget the fucking director's name or whatever, but like his movies are a slow burn. Wait till like the second week.
Who? Oh, Avatars?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm like, he still didn't really like. I think they barely recouped what they spent on it.
Mm.
So I'm like, I mean, I guess. And then this nigga talk about 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm like, damn. So every 4 years, I'm finna get chirped about not watching Avatar, and I'm be like, y'all wasted your life.
I ain't going. Ain't gonna happen.
No.
Word to Kanye.
Nah, looking
ain't
at
gonna
it.
happen.
Don't need it.
But yeah, I mean, final thoughts on Ant-Man. It was cool. I'm glad we went and watched it because I wouldn't have watched it. I would have caught a recap, and I'm glad I got to see Kane's performance.
Yes.
Because I know me for a fact I wouldn't have watched the movie. So I'm excited for Kane in the MCU. If y'all haven't watched the movie and you're still listening, you probably got it spoiled, but you're welcome. You don't need to go see it. And if you do go see it, good luck.
If you do go see it, just know like around 15 and 20 minutes in, it starts getting. Was it like 15? 20? It might have been like 30. Low key.
When what?
When it actually started getting good and they started showing Kang.
Whenever, yeah, I mean,
just
like
know
the
whenever
very
they
first
get into
scene
the
with Kang had me hooked, and then it did the whole Ant-Man thing, and I kind of checked out a little bit, and then Kang came back, and I was back. So like, whenever Kang's on the screen, pay attention.
Yeah, that's some important shit going on. And I mean, it goes without saying because he commands respect. He commands respect in the movie and in the fucking theater, to be honest.
Yeah.
He got quiet as fuck. I mean, it's already quiet because of the movie, but like it felt like when you can like feel like you can parse the stillness.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because that nigga commands attention. He knows how to control a fucking room.
Bro, facts. Which is, that's like a talent within a talent.
Yeah.
That's like a Denzel effect. Like when
that's
Denzel's on the screen, you listen, you pay attention.
That's a leadership ability, not like an acting ability.
I think it's definitely both. It's definitely both. You have to, because I think that goes back to what I was saying about being able to embody a role so much so that you give off this you need to
commanding presence.
Commanding that presence of you're gonna listen to what I'm saying right now. Like being able to have the ability to embody a role so much that you command the audience eyes and ears.
I feel like though that is
you would have to have a leadership.
I mean, I just feel like maybe this is because I'm reading like the fucking 21 irrefutable laws of leadership right now. But it just going that and seeing traits that leaders have, that is a trait that a lot of that you need to have to be a good leader. So I think that he did a very good. It was a very good example of that in the movie. And I mean, he did lead that fucking army, and everybody did follow him to an extent. I mean, there's always gonna be resistances and anything because everybody's not gonna agree with anything, but I don't know. Like you said, overall movie, about a 4 or 5 out of 10. Kang's performance, fucking amazing. Saved
10 out
the
of
movie,
10.
honestly. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Honestly, that's the only good parts of the movie, really. That and MODOK. The rest of it is kind of like hit or miss. But I mean, it's Ant-Man. What did you expect? The only reason I've seen the first Ant-Man movie is because I watched the marathon, and then low key I took a nap during it. So like, and I definitely didn't see the second one because why would I?
Yeah, I didn't. Not a fan of Ant-Man, but it's all good. I'm just happy that we got to see Kang's entry into the MCU. I'm excited where they're gonna go from there. And I mean, yeah, Jonathan Majors is killing it. I know I kind of want to jump into Creed for a little bit too, just because I think it's funny how, and shout out Ryan Coogler, how we're gonna get Killmonger versus Kang in that movie. It's just, I don't know. It's an interesting casting because when watching the trailers, all I see, I can't help but think of the MCU since they're both in the MCU. So it's going to be interesting watching it and kind of having to revert my brain to their character. I mean, Michael B. Jordan's character, I'll easily be able to do it because he's like the foundation of Creed.
Yeah.
But for Jonathan Majors' character, his brother or whatever, it's going to be like, bro, you Kang, bro. Like, you shouldn't lose. Like, you better not lose this boxer.
You better not lose.
I've seen what you can do. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have the suit.
Yeah, that's true. It's his variant. That's his fucking.
It's a variant. Damn, that's crazy. Different Earth 614.
Yo, imagine Ryan Coogler like, hey, let's go ahead and throw this Creed universe into.
That would be fire.
that'd be kind of dope.
That would be hard.
Even if it was like a little,
just like, a
tidbit,
nod, yeah.
Just like they're watching, they look through another universe and it's like something happening in Creed or something like that. That'd be kind of dope.
It's like you see the poster for the
something like that. That'd be fire.
That would fire. Yeah,
be like an Easter egg.
No, when is that movie coming out though? It's soon, isn't it?
It's soon. At the time of this recording, I think it's a couple weeks. Early March, maybe.
Early March it comes out.
I want to say sometime soon. Sometime soon. And
very excited for that.
Think me and my girl might go see it. I don't exactly know yet. It depends on when it comes out. But yeah, I really, after Wakanda Forever, I became like a super big Ryan Coogler fan, just as far as like the attention to detail and passion that he puts in his work. So, given that Creed is his, that's enough for me to go see it on top of me enjoying the Creed series anyway. So, Sylvester Stallone, what do they call him? Sty? What's his nickname?
His nickname?
Sly. They call him Sly. He's not a part of this movie, and apparently there was like a lot of contention between like contract obligations or whatever it was, but he's not going to be a part of Creed 3. But I think that's kind of for the better because I think the whole Rocky era is definitely over now. Like we can move on to this new era of what boxing movies could be. And Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors, that's a crazy duo right there, bro.
Listen, I'm not mad at that shit.
That's a crazy duo.
Take that shit any day. I mean, with the Rocky thing, it's like, I mean, Creed is our Rocky, so it seems only fitting that Rocky had like 4 or 5 movies.
Yeah, something like that.
Seems only fitting that like halfway through. I mean, if it's gonna go the same length, that like halfway through we drop off with the old continuing. And I mean, Sylvester Stallone, but in a lot of shit recently, like just random shit for real.
Oh shit, I forget the girl. His wife is in the MCU too. I always forget that.
His wife is?
Yeah, she was the leader of New Asgard. I forget her name.
That's his wife?
In the movie, in Creed. The baby mama. Maybe
I thought you were talking about Sylvester
Stallone's
wife.
No,
I was like, bro, what? We must have saw a different movie, bro, because I don't remember.
The boy still watching Rocky or some shit.
I was like, bro, huh?
But yeah, I forget she's in the MCU too. Like, damn, like they have to do some Easter egg. They got to now.
Just like I said, I'm not mad at the Easter egg. I'll take any Easter egg I can get. I mean, we don't have the fucking oh, I forgot his name. Stephen
Hawkins. No, I can't.
That's crazy. A different dead white man.
Steven Spielberg.
No. Creator of Spider-Man. I can't remember his name right now, and I'm gonna kick myself for not being able to remember it because like this is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god, is it like Lee? I almost said Spike Lee, and that's so wrong.
Stan Lee?
Stan Lee, that's what it is.
Oh, I thought you were talking because there was 2 creators. There's Stan Lee and some second person, so I thought you were talking about the
Stan Lee.
Yeah,
you don't have the Stan Lee Easter eggs anymore.
Hey, y'all, he knew Stan Lee. Chill, bro.
Bro,
Damn.
like it's just I'm bad with names, bro. Chill out. But we don't, because rest in peace, we don't have Stan Lee with us anymore, so we don't have the Stan Lee Easter eggs. But I would definitely love some fucking.
Oh, that was another thing. I feel like the old guy at the coffee shop would have been a Stan Lee cameo.
It definitely would have been.
Yeah,
I feel like they wrote it to be a Stan Lee cameo, and then it was like, oh.
Yeah, but it's all good. Rest in peace. I'm glad that they didn't do no weird CGI him into the movie shit.
That's
Like
really
that would have been. I dead ass might have walked out the movie because I don't like shit like that.
No, I wouldn't have, because fucking the after credits, but I would have done a hard thing.
I would have came back.
That's crazy.
I said I would have went home. I would have.
Hit one of those laps real quick. That's my new gimmick right now. I've been doing it at work a lot too. I'll hit the. Oh, y'all said something to irritate me. I'm gonna just walk out the room, take a lap, take a piss, come back.
Be needed. Those definitely be needed.
Yeah, and I'll just be like, cause they I don't know if they expect me to come back or not, but I be leaving like, oh, I'm done. Like it's up,
and it's stuck. Simple.
Literally, it's up. Speaking of,
talk to me.
Stick is up and it's stuck.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. Moving off the movie, let's get straight into some music. At the time of this recording, 2 days ago, we went to the Love Is Forever tour, which
changed my life.
That name of the tour is so fire. You know, Smino and Jid. So now you should be if you clicked on the videos because you're interested in some music, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, Smino and Jid, that was a concert, bro. That was a lit concert.
No, that concert changed my life.
Literally. Talk about it.
I don't know. You know, we talked about it before, where when you get stagnant in life and you just be in one of those moods where it's like, I'm not progressing enough.
Mm-hmm.
No, but Love Is Forever tour just did a great job of taking me like out of that mood for real, and being like, I don't know. And the JID and Smino are just such real artists. Like I feel like authentic people.
Yeah. So
like just being around that and the good vibes and the positive vibes they had in the concert, and like I don't know, talking about family and stuff like that. Like it just, I don't know, really lifted the mood and just has put me in a better mood overall. I mean, now, did it last forever? No. Because I mean, there still is the grind of daily life and the bullshit that we go through.
Right, of course.
But I don't know. It was a good, like, it's a good stem for real.
Stem shot.
Yeah. And like, I thought about fucking getting the tour logo they had tatted, just because
it's a hard logo. Bro.
It is hard as fuck.
I was looking at it just above the stage, and I was like, that infinity heart is so clean, bro. That
so
shit is
fucking
so
fire, bro. I still might. We'll see what happens. Jury's still out. I do love getting an excuse to get a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
That's my shit for real. Honestly, like therapeutic. I think we talked about it a little bit, but yeah, getting tattoos is so fucking fire.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this, and I was telling my homie that we went, Joe, that we were there with. I was telling my girl this too. I didn't want to go. Like,
oh no, literally.
Life's been kicking my ass recently in a good way. It's not like it's just growth, you know, like growing pains, but it's just been hard recently. And like the night before I went out, me and Hunter went out, and that was nice and needed. And then we had the concert Sunday, and I was literally sitting in the house like, bro, I really am not feeling it. And I had even said in the chat, I was like, we can pull up late. Like, y'all were talking about the match. I was like, shit, I hope that shit goes game 5, round 11. Like,
that's crazy.
I was like not in the mood to go. But honestly, given that we showed up late and that line outside was long as shit, like we had exactly the spots that I wanted. You know, it's still kind of in the mix, but I don't feel like I need to jump around with everybody. I can kind of absorb the music and not feel like I need to fucking broaden my shoulders and elbows and shit. So, you know, by the time we got there and the music started playing, I had a great time. I'm happy we went, happy I went. And yeah, just seeing JID, this is my second time seeing him. The first time I saw him was on the Logic tour in 2018, I want to say it was. It was for DiCaprio too. So whenever that album came out, that's what he was touring with Logic for. But he only had like a 25-minute set. So me and Joe were like, it's like we really didn't even see him. He just played kind of like his popular songs, a couple songs off of DiCaprio too. But actually seeing him perform, like his set start to finish, like seeing him in his element, I was like, yeah, he got it. Like he like him and Smino, they're both great performers. Great performers.
Yes, like I And I'm definitely a bigger JID fan than I am a Smino fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just keep it a buck. And I mean, Smino played some of my songs I like from him, but like, I don't know. I think it's Black Swan is what it's called. Whatever the one with like him getting like his hair combed and like the pink background.
Yeah, it's Black Swan.
That's my favorite fucking project. I love that project so much, like front to back type shit.
He played Wild Irish Roses.
Yeah,
I know that's a popular song, but I don't listen to Smino like that, so I don't really know what in his catalog is the most popular versus not. But that's like one of my. I love that one song, bro.
Anita, he played Anita too, didn't he?
He did.
But the one that made me the most, it made me upset, bro, because he went into Flea Flicker, but he did it a cappella, bro, and I was like,
oh yeah, you were saying that. You were saying that,
bro. Ain't no way you just did like that. And that, like, when I say that is my all-time favorite Smino song, and I was just like, bro, you just going crazy. That's how you feel, dead eyes. But I don't know. His set was good. I mean, I didn't listen to his new album a lot. Like, I threw it on. I had it on repeat, but I don't know. Just didn't. A lot of the songs on there made me want to go back to the album. I would start listening to it, and I'd be like, let me turn off Black Swan R&B for a little bit, bro. Just to fuck up the vibes real quick in a good way. Like, but I think his set was good. I enjoyed it. But JID, we were talking about that, knowing how to like having that command and presence, knowing how to control a room, bro, from start to finish. I feel like he had that whole like venue in the palm of his hand type beat. Like, even from just the small shit, like just coming out to Never, just like straight into it.
Yeah.
He's out into fucking Never. Hype song, hype as fuck, bro. Like, and then, I kind of want to pull I'm going to pull up the fucking set list because the set list is so fucking good, bro. Like, just the order that he did it is just so fucking masterful. I feel like
sequencing, him having like, kind of like synonymous with the themes of the album. You kind of felt that through the live performance. It gave me like Kendrick vibes because like it gives you almost like a different perspective on the album.
Yeah.
Hearing it live, like hearing Kendrick's album live, I was like, the way that he sequenced some songs, it gives you a different like thought behind certain themes, and the way that he did it live was like, you know, mellow. You know what I mean? Like, we're a family. It's all love. All right, we're good. We straight. Let's turn up.
Right,
let's turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was.
Let's get hype for real.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
it was good, man.
And I mean, one of the things also I love about live performances is, I'm a sucker for a good guitar solo. And I thought I loved guitar solos, and then they came out with that keytar solo, bro. I was like, oh. So that's how we coming. Fucked it up like 4 times, bro.
Oh my gosh, it was to the point where I was waiting for the end of some songs. I was like, please bring this nigga back out.
just bring him out, bro. And I'd be like, some of the songs where we would have like a feature or some shit. I'd be like, just bring the keytar nigga out real quick so he could do this feature.
He killed it, man.
No, like that nigga did his fucking thing for real, bro. I was like, damn, maybe buy a keytar. How much them shits cost? I looked up how much them shits cost. I was like, never mind. But I did a long think about it. Like,
he was doing his thing.
No,
he was placed in perfectly. Like, I don't know. Yeah, fire. Even the nigga on the drums, like, you gotta show love to the buddy on the drums. He was fucking it up too. And that's another thing. Like, I'm happy about. I love real live performances when you're not just, you know, rapping or singing over a backing track. Like, when you have those live instruments, like, it just brings out everything so much more. You just feel it's full on immersion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're in the music now.
It's like some from other artists I listen to, like, some of my favorite shit from them is like their acoustic versions or like their live versions of shit. Like, it just feels or like there's this rock band I listened to that one of our friends showed me, called Bring Me the Horizon, and they have like one of their favorite songs, but it's with a live orchestra behind it, bro.
Oh shit!
And I'm telling you, turning that shit all the way up, bro, with the noise canceling and the AirPods, bro, I feel like I'm in the fucking. That shit is elite, my nigga. Dope. Like, that is different fire as fuck. But no, like, there's something about live music that's just like it. Honestly, this concert made me want to go to like a Tiny Desk or something, but I don't know where the fuck that's located or how you even get tickets to that. They're probably also expensive as fuck because you're like right here with the nigga. Yeah. And there's probably like 30 people in the room.
And NPR is on a completely different level with them Tiny Desk performances now, bro.
Literally.
Like, for the right reason, because I love Tiny Desk performances.
I mean, honestly, there are 3 things that I look out for for my favorite artists. a Tiny Desk, a color show, and then either I was gonna say Sway, but now it's kind of tied with Sway or Just Incredible DJ Power 106. Like those two are like LA a freestyle by one of those LA, yeah, freestyle on either LA Leakers or Sway. LA Leakers freestyle / like Five Fingers of Death. That's one category. Then the Tiny Desk and the fucking color show, like those are just so fucking good, bro. Because I feel like those are things that like really separate real artists from people who just make music. Like that shows like how much people have mastered their fucking craft. Like I still remember when J. Cole. I still like get like chills almost when I watch that video of him going up there and rapping on the LA Leakers. Yeah, I'm like, this nigga can. Bro, are y'all listening to this shit, bro? This nigga can fucking rap.
I wish we were doing this when that came out because we could have reacted to that shit in real time.
Literally,
like,
bro.
Oh my gosh, that was a moment.
That's why one of my favorite fucking shits in that's one of my favorite lyrics in the fucking song where he has a J. Cole feature where he's like, fuck, JD the closest one to me or something. I forget. It's hard for me to do it without. Yeah, it's hard for me to do it without. Thing to me. Yeah. Well, basically, JD's the closest rapper to him in caliber and skill, mastery of the craft, and just even when you hear him talk about, when you hear J. Cole talk about JD, I think they have it on the album. They have it on 2007. What it's on, where he was just like, where he's talking about the process of signing him and just like how he just brought him and Earth Gang over to the crib for real, just to like make music and see like what it was, and if it was cool, if it was some Dreamville shit, cool, but if not, like he just got to make music with niggas. Yeah. I think Dreamville is one of those where their camp just feels so real, and I won't say every artist that comes out of there, but almost every artist that comes out of there, I just feel like really is different for real.
I equate Dreamville to like growing up and playing like Tony Hawk and hearing certain artists that feel like it's almost like backpack skateboard rap, but that's what their group feels like. It feels like a bunch of homies that are just all chilling and, you know, just trying to make shit happen. Yeah, you know, it's not no deep plan. It's not like super industry at all. It's just good vibes, just good people making good music. You know what I mean?
It almost gives me like the vibes of like how Odd Future was in the beginning, where it really was like a although Odd Future was definitely closer than I feel like Dreamville is. But yeah, it's just something about that, like a group of people who like really fuck with each other and all want to see each other succeed. And like I feel like Dreamville is a version of that worked, for lack of a better term, because like Odd Future did good, but I mean clearly they're not together anymore.
Yeah,
I mean a lot of them have gone their separate ways, and I mean personalities and shit like that, and then personal stuff. But I feel like Dreamville is just such a good example of what rap could be and what labels could be
and what it should be.
Honestly, what it should be, instead of like a lot of this commercialized like microwave shit.
Yeah,
because that shit is just annoying as fuck, honestly. Like,
and they did a lot of things the right way with the whole Revenge of the Dreamers and like their documentaries that they had on YouTube. Like I don't know how many times I watched part 1 of that when that shit dropped, because you can tell by the chemistry within them in the songs that, you know, that they have good chemistry and good rapport with each other. But getting that behind the scenes look of the studio sessions and having like that whole freaking building, office space, whatever it was, where there was all the studios and you get to see all the artists, you know, hop from studio to studio and chill with each other, and all the celebrities that they brought out too. Like it wasn't just artists, it was like basketball players, fucking actors. You know what I'm saying? Just like, bro, just chill. I'm like, yo, that's what it's about, bro. Like, that's what it's about.
No, like it feels like fitting that this is during Black History Month. That means we gotta post this one this weekend. Yeah, too. But it feels like real, true, like Black excellence in its purest form, bro.
Facts.
Like at the highest level, for real.
Even going back to, you know, the whole Creed thing and Ryan Coogler, and just like seeing Black excellence in film as well. Like it's like a renaissance for real going on right now, and we're at the top, bro. I don't care. We at the top.
Nah, literally. Like, hopefully they don't destroy this like the Harlem Renaissance, but
they gonna find a way. Don't whoa. But yeah, nah, the concert was fire. Seeing Smino was kind of surreal because I love seeing artists that I'm not the biggest on, and I might not, you know, listen to all the time, and seeing how they perform live kind of lets me know, like, should I continue to give you my energy as far as like my ears? Like, which I'm not saying that they need that from me, but it's just, I'm thinking about, do I want to continue to listen to you?
Yeah, it's like a litmus test for you.
Yeah, and seeing Smino live, like, I was like, yeah, you got it.
No, it made me a bigger Smino fan, honestly.
He got it. I'm jealous of that nigga hair too, bro. I mean, like, why did I lock up, bro?
No,
Damn,
bro.
That boy got good hair, boy.
Sometimes I be thinking, like, I low key had nice hair. Like,
exactly. Like, why
like if I would have,
I
locked it, but like if I would have, like, not, I don't know who even convinced. I don't know what convinced me. Like, I like my locks now, but I really could be doing like the light skin like curl shit. Like, if I really wanted to blow out
couple braids in with the beat, like, bro, come on, bro.
No, that shit is hard, but
he had like that diamond. It looked like a diamond head clamping on one of the ponytails. I was peeping. I was like, this nigga is clean.
This nigga fire right now. But and I mean, like you said, it made me like such a big Smino fan now. Like, I don't know. He's just there's something about seeing music, and I didn't realize this before I started going to concerts. But there's something, but it makes me want to go to concerts to artists that I'm even smaller fans of, because there's something about seeing a person's music live that kind of like gets you. It helps you understand their headspace. I feel like more when they created it and their delivery. Like, there's something different about their delivery, performing it live than like recording it, and that's why it feels like such a disservice to me, or I feel like it'll immediately turn me off when I realize that an artist has like a bad like live stage presence. Like, niggas who are on drugs all the time, or like sipping lean on the fucking stage and shit like that. You slurring your fucking words and shit. I'm like, bro, like, just no energy. Yeah, and I'm like, and with the drugs and shit, like, you can do that. Like, you're an adult, whatever. Like, Smino said he was on a little something on stage.
Yeah,
JD said he took a little bit of something before his set too. So I'm like, it's not to say that you can't do that and still to give a good performance, but just like, I don't know. I feel like a lot with the SoundCloud era, we saw a lot of that like pill poppers and shit, just like about to fall out on stage type shit, and that's just not.
Yeah, I mean, but even then, if you think about people who allegedly have substance abuse, like Trippie Redd, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gets on stage and he cuts up too. So I think it just goes down to how much do you even care? You know what I mean? Like, whatever your vice is your vice, and if you're on drugs, about to fall out, like, don't get to that point. But my thing is just get on stage and just act like you want to be there.
Yeah.
Because it's a tour, so I understand, like, it's hard. You're going city to city, and you're expected to perform at the highest level every single night. But that's also what you're paid the big bucks for. Like, bro, like, you got to do it.
That is the majority of your income.
Yeah, like, you got to do it. So the artists that do that, you get the beyond the utmost respect from me, bro.
No, literally.
Beyond
I feel like that is your craft at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond the freestyles, beyond the... I mean, Tiny Desk and Colors are kind of like a version of that, but there's just something different about seeing an artist in their element on stage with like a live band performing their music.
That's why... there it went. But I hate to bring Kendrick back up, but given that he had a whole choreo set stage, the whole 9, and he was doing that shit every other night, I'm sitting here like, that's why, you just look at it and it's like they care so much. Like, I can't help but give that same energy back.
Because literally, like, Kendrick's shit was on the same level as fucking Rihanna's Super Bowl performance, but every fucking night, bro.
Literally.
Like,
that's crazy to me.
That is fucking insane, man.
To get up there and rap, I get winded jumping in the crowd.
Literally,
bro.
fucking at the JD concert. Because JD is one of those artists where, like, I just feel like since I feel like he's so good at the craft, it like draws me to like learn his lyrics. Like, it's similar to like when I first was growing up and would listen to Eminem, which I love JD way more than I like Eminem or like Eminem now. Even honestly more than I used to like Eminem. But there's something about like, and I've said it before, that like knowing the lyrics to the song just adds another level of hype to me for it. And JID's ones where that's me practicing in the car daily, like trying to get that shit, bro. And still, how fast that nigga rap on some of them, I'm just like, nah, I'm chalked. And I'm doing that standing still in the crowd.
Yeah.
This nigga hopping across the stage, getting some verts too, doing the whole shit.
Literally like, having crowd presence.
No, literally.
Remembering your lyrics, being on timings, like it's just, you just gotta respect the craft when you watch a master go at it like that, bro.
No, and he also brought out 2 guests at perfect points in the show.
Talk about it.
Olu, and you know I love Earth Gang too, bro.
I did not see that coming. I was
Really?
in my head. I was like, he could bring him out because it's in Atlanta, but like I've been trying to train myself to not expect people to come out, so I don't kind of like let myself down.
Mm-hmm.
So him bringing him out was like I was ready. I was like, yeah, we're doing this. It's time.
Olu came out, and Olu's. I feel like Olu's another one who just has that stage presence for real.
Yeah.
So bringing him out was fire. I mean, and I was telling Danny that like never in my life did I think that I would be getting lit to a Lil Yachty song in concert, but there I was.
That song is just I hate that song, but
You
I have
do?
to give it credit. I hate it in a sense that like I'll never just listen to it. Like,
Oh no, definitely.
but
if
I've
it's
heard
on,
it live. What we heard it at Coachie's concert because they played as a warm up.
that's different.
No, I'm just saying like every time I've heard it in surround sound, like stereo speakers like that, it always sounds good. It does what it needs to do is what I'm saying. So hearing that and the energy of him coming out on stage, I was like, yeah, go ahead, Yachty. Do your thing, bro.
Because I'll say this. I'm a Yachty hater, bro. I do not like that nigga. I do not think that nigga is good. I do not think that nigga. And another thing that pisses me off about him is like I feel like when he wants to rap, he can. He just chooses not to, and that pisses me off.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro, you over here doing this yickety yak bullshit. Like when you can actually fucking rap, because I've seen you do it on features before.
Right.
And you want to pretend.
Right.
All right, talk about bubblegum and bubbles and shit.
And bubblegum shrimp and shit. Name, fuck off this shit.
No. Bro, get on my fucking stage, man. No, but like he did that shit. I mean, and Walk the Bowling is one of those songs where like I don't know, when I first heard it, I put it on repeat like 3 times, and I was like, okay, I've had enough of this. But it is one of those where if somebody puts it on, I'm like, all right.
It moves the crowd.
It definitely does.
It moves the crowd like they played it warming up for Coaches. They might have played it a couple times because we were waiting for fucking 3. It felt like 3 hours for that nigga to come out.
Bro, and the fucking 4 fucking horrible starters or whatever, openers or whatever the fuck.
But 2 things. One, when they played it at Coaches' concert, I was definitely jumping around because I was like, I feel the energy that, how this song has an effect on the crowd. And 2, to go back to your point about just how artists and their stage presence and it makes you want to listen to them more. I was already a big Coaches fan, but seeing his energy that he gave to the crowd too, in the full tux, in the full suit,
in the full tux,
hot as hell, bro.
It was hot as fuck in that bitch,
it was hot
bro.
As shit.
Because I was in a t-shirt and I was like, I'm finna die.
I was about to pass out one time, bro.
And literally, I get cold everywhere, nigga. It'll be fucking 50 degrees outside. I'm like, nigga, it's cold.
Right.
So I know for a fact in this 80-degree room, this nigga in a full suit with a pea coat right now.
Bro, full inspector. I was like,
with the dreads too, and
hot
with the long
thick ass,
when your locks
thick
get
ass
long,
locks,
bro.
boy. What?
It's like when it get hot outside, bro. When your locks start sweating, you like, bro, my whole head it feel like it's about to, it's on fire, bro.
But yeah, he's another one. He gave that all that energy, and I'm rocking with him. So yeah, same thing with Smino and Jed, dude. That concert was fire. I'm glad I went. I did not want to go at first.
I mean, honestly, like you said, I was on the same shit, bro. Like I said, I think you tweeted that no cap, I need an energy shift shit, and I was just like, bro, I'm on the same shit right now.
If a few people close to me know if I start listening to Boogie, West Side Boogie, just know I'm going through some shit. Just let me get through this tunnel. You know what I'm saying? I threw on a silent ride. I was like, damn, I'm going through it, bro. I hate Boogie is one of my favorite artists, but I hate how whenever I start listening to him, I'm going through something, bro.
I mean, yeah.
Like Live 95 or Live 95, whatever you want to say it. I'm going through it. Fucking Tired Reflections, the first song.
Nah, Tired Reflections I'm like,
Jesus.
Damn, bro. Fuck. Or what's the fucking Self-Destruction?
Oh,
bro, I'd be like, fuck.
Even some shit from his mixtapes. If I throw on that Sunroof. Yeah, he's just one of those artists. I want to see him live really bad. I was in school when he came to Atlanta, and I just couldn't. It was like during a weekday or some shit, so I couldn't make it. But did he go on tour for this recent one?
All Black Superheroes or More Black Superheroes? Did he?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm gonna say that he did.
I feel like if he did,
we would have went.
We definitely
would have went. Yeah. So we'll just say that he hadn't.
Nah. Yeah. Cause do I follow him on Twitter?
I do, and I haven't seen nothing. I feel like he might have, bro. And my heart of hearts says that he has, or maybe he's announced it and actually hasn't gone on tour yet. Yeah. That album came out a minute ago, so like it should be about that time if he hasn't.
I mean, shit, yeah, but we bought tickets for this a long ass time ago too, so that's true.
Yeah, but nonetheless, he's another one of those artists where I can feel like the attention to detail and the respect and everything. I can't. Yeah, we're gonna see him live for sure.
Oh no, definitely. Now that this is a this is a wild ass tangent, but this is just having me think about like the music I'm gonna play around my kids for. I'm like, I feel like
that's a good topic.
I feel like I can only play them like artists like that now, like Kendrick, like Boogie, like JID, like Cochise, where they can have like the different vibes and shit. Yeah, but Anderson is fire, Flames, where they can have like that different.
I haven't seen him live yet. Fuck, my fault. Go ahead.
Where they can have like the different vibes you need, but still like you could just see that attention to detail, so they can know like what real music sounds like.
Yeah,
and like that, I feel like that comes off as pretentious, but I mean it. Like
it's the stuff that it's substance. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like you don't want your child eating fast food all the time. It's the same thing with what they're consuming. Like on the audio point, like you don't want them listening to bullshit.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, my taste in music is partially curated by what my parents were playing around me.
Right.
Like they listened to like my dad listened to like a lot of Eminem and like Wu-Tang and like fucking
Jay-Z and
Biggie, Jay, Nas. I mean, he from New York, so it's a lot of New York niggas, but even like shit like 50, but like Kanye, but he just played a lot of.
Did you listen to most? Because your dad might have liked the sample on surround sound since he sampled that song.
No, my dad said he loved the JID album actually, because I've been trying to put him on JID for a minute, bro. And he was like, you know what, your boy JID did something with his new album. I was like, okay, it got my father's stamp of approval.
Dope.
That's how I know is it. But no, like, like I feel like it's just so important, especially in the early stages of life. Like, and since music has such an effect on you, like you said, like you only listen to like Boogie and shit like that when you're in that mood. And like X is another person like that, where it's with me where I'm like, I know I'm in a rough, like where if X is hitting too hard, like I'm like fuck, it was shit.
Yeah.
It's just one of those where like, so I want to, since music has such like a deep effect on the mental state and can like either enhance it or like be to your detriment, I feel like it's very important to instill at a young age like a good sense and taste in music, just so they, when they grow up and then are out and they are experiencing these other things, that like they can, I mean, sift through the bullshit, for lack of a better term. Like,
yeah, and develop your own ear, but you gotta have a solid foundation for sure. That's the biggest thing, because I developed my own ear with certain shit that I listen to. Like I still listen to the fast food shit, you know, it's needed every now and then, but my foundation's strong, rock solid. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's never wavering.
Cause I mean, me and my dad still like have some artists that we just don't agree about. Like, I mean, honestly, you know how I would say I'm a pretty big Future fan. I was not a Future fan. That nigga would play Future in the car. I was like, well, why are you playing this? Turn this off. That nigga would put on that Dirty Sprite too. I'd be like, well, why are we listening to this?
Wow.
You always want to listen to this shit.
DS2 is classic.
I would see the little fucking, because that's the one with like the purple and like the blue explosions. I'm like, bro, like every time I would see that on the little like console, I'm like, why are we playing this?
That's an album right there, boy.
But no, I mean, so yeah, me and my father's music taste definitely has different. We veered off, and I mean, I've definitely ventured more into the, especially recently, ventured more into the rock and like even metal now categories. Just like, cause I've always said that I have an eclectic taste in music, but like I realize that many people with a deeper, who can make those deeper pulls in different genres, that like I was really on the surface. I just listened to like rap music and a few other artists, and just because I listened to a few other artists that weren't rap, I felt like I got this wild music taste, because everybody around me only listened to the rap for real.
Right.
But there's really literally so much other shit out there that I never knew I would like, and I'm exploring now, and it's definitely very interesting.
And you start realizing just how much influence that genres have on each other. I think that's the dope thing, because my intro into like rock music and a little bit into metal was just through like games like Guitar Hero and Rock Band, but I realized in like 2016, I forgot what the rock song was, but it was Triple X off of Damn by Kendrick and U2. They have some rock sample, which is fucking insane, and I remember listening to it for the first time like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Because like they sample from everything. It's not just sampling from soul and R&B in the past. Like they sample from just music. You know what I'm saying? So I always thought that was dope.
No, literally, like, and I mean, for me specifically, like my rock taste came from, like you said, a lot of Rock Band, and then also just like AMVs as a kid. So the fucking Dragon Ball Z video, they gonna have that. They got the 4 hype rock songs that they play, and I'd be like, oh, and you throw those on a queue, and all of a sudden you in a rock rabbit hole. I'm like, okay, I mean, I guess I'll listen to the album, sure, but I didn't realize like one, those are very
game soundtracks.
Yeah, those are very mainstream. Like honestly, like but fucking Doom, the Doom soundtrack, bro.
I knew
that
you
shit
say that.
is so fucking hard, my nigga. Like fuck.
That's so funny. That's why I said game soundtrack. I was like, this nigga gonna say Doom. Watch. In my head, I was like, you gonna say Doom?
Doom is so fucking fire, nigga. Like, yeah, and that's one of those two that's just like it's great at setting the tone for that and like creating a good atmosphere for the game. Because I'll mute a game quick. Believe me, I'll know what type of music I like, and if you don't grip me in the first 15 to 20, I'm like mute.
Yeah, for real. Music. 0.
Music 0. I'm gonna turn my own music on like 15 and put the dialogue at like 35, 36.
Facts.
That's a lie. I put it at 33. But yeah, man. I think I don't know. Music is just. I feel like it's such an important part of life that people take for granted. Like, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't
know.
It always.
I think there's a way to. I think I get where you're going though.
Yeah, I just feel like people. I don't know. I feel like people should pay more attention to what they listen to.
Yeah.
And they don't. They just. And like you said, there's a time and a place for the microwave bullshit. Like, and I hesitate to even call it bullshit because like there's dumb shit that I like too. Like I love a Zach Fox song. Like, but then he'll do shit where he released like a whole like. Basically a Thundercat album under his shit. I'm like, so this nigga can also really make music, but
just the soul. I think. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's the soul in music today is leaving around the general population because it's oversaturated to the point that everybody thinks you can get a check from music, to which you probably can. But and if you want to get into music to make your money, But the soul of making music is starting to fade with the so-called microwave music, and that's the part that sucks because I can hear certain songs and I can just be like, this has no soul behind it. I don't care what genre it is. I think we were talking about this in like that AI episode where I was like, this is literally like not a real song.
Yeah,
like it to the point where like it like makes my blood crawl, like curdle listening to this shit. It just sounds fake. It could be in any genre. It don't matter.
I mean, yeah. I just feel like there's something. It's like you said. It's the soul. It's the intent behind it. Like the artist, like really like cares about it and takes that time with their music. And I mean, I feel like you can feel it in the music. Like you can relate to it in a sense, even if you can't relate to it. Like
you just feel it.
Yeah, you can feel it. You can see where they're coming from almost. You can empathize with it. I guess is a better word than relate to it.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't have that, when it just feels like they're saying shit just because it's what people say, and this is what will make a popular club song, like, I don't know, it's just, like you said, it makes me, it is very angry, it is very irritating. That's why, like, I was honestly such a hater of a lot of, like, the SoundCloud rappers, bro. I was just like, and I feel like it's a weird thing to say, too, because they're, like X is technically a SoundCloud rapper, Ski is a SoundCloud rapper, but those are, like, rappers that I, like, love their music so much. And they're also, like, fucking... There are plenty of there are SoundCloud rap people who came off SoundCloud that are good, but just like the bulk of what SoundCloud,
the one that's still around are like that. Because I used to hate 21 Savage. Like I used to.
Definitely.
I could not stand this nigga music, and I don't think he had any soul in his earlier music. But I think he kind of started respecting the craft and realized that like you have to give this a certain love and care to where you'll actually stand through. Cut through all the noise of everybody doing this. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. If you're rooted in soul, as far as like your intent to make good music, I feel like you'll last.
Yeah, that's how you. I feel like that's the only way to have actual longevity. Because I mean, even then, like your audience will follow you. I feel like when you make those transitions, and you make those experimental steps and stuff like that. Your audience, since they feel like you're a genuine person. They'll give you that they'll take that leap of faith and give you that benefit of the doubt and listen to something that they might not normally have. Like, and I mean, 21 Savage is honestly a great example because like you said, I used to fucking hate You know, like Young Savage, why you trapping so hard?
Boom.
I'm like, bro, what
like,
the
bro,
fuck
shout out
are
Metro
we doing,
because if it wasn't for Metro on the beat, I'm not listening to that. Why you got a 12 called Garage?
I'm like,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie, that little that shit was hard. Why you got a 12 called Garage? I was like, damn, he kind of cold. He kind of getting me. I'm talking about his earliest shit, like the first Savage Mode. Like a lot of those songs just sound like somebody just pulled them off the street, get in the studio, and you know that's what's needed for some of these people. But like I said, because he is where he is now, you know that stuff don't matter. It's the ones who just get into it because they want to check. Like I said, I ain't gonna shit on them, but respectfully, if you don't care, I ain't gonna care.
Yeah,
so
yeah. If you curious, so you don't give a fuck about your shit, why should I?
Yeah.
Like,
if you're making, just go make your money.
yeah, go
You know
make
what
your
I'm saying?
money.
You
You
got
got
nothing to do with
listen
that.
to it, and okay, cool, bro. Like,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna get my ear. You're not gonna get my time. But
Yeah.
I mean,
And they
sure.
ain't gonna cut into your check, so it's
Literally,
all good.
right? Because I don't have to like your shit. You can still eat, get your bag, all of that without me liking your shit. I'm gonna just be like, you over there. I'm gonna be.
I might call you ass.
I'm definitely gonna call. I'm tripping the fuck out of you. I'm gonna be like, that nigga is garbage. Dick
real.
on the ground, garbage, like trash, doo doo, nigga.
Doo doo water. Word to Caleb City.
Nah, for
literal
real.
doo doo water.
Nah, but
I think we could probably wrap up though.
you was about to say the same shit.
That was a good pod. First pod back after a minute, so hopefully y'all did enjoy. You touched on some movies and music. I think we hit the pop culture tip pretty well here. You know what I mean?
I mean, we hit one of the two. Actually, we hit both the Doom soundtrack.
Yeah, you got the Doom soundtrack over here. They made an Avengers game, a Marvel. That shit was terrible. They just closed the service about that.
That's
we can talk about it. We can talk about it in the next podcast.
I forgot that shit came out, bro. Damn, garbage.
But hey, we appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch y'all next week.